Warning: Entertainment Banter uses language that might be inappropriate for some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. This means you, children.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another evening with Entertainment Banter. My name's Joel.
And I'm Matt.
And let's get this started.
All right.
What's the topic?
Topic today, we're going to talk about movies that you and I would like to see come to fruition. Be
Copyright.
Made. Copyright.
This is ours. This is our information. This is our creative licensing.
Yeah. So, movies that we want to see made.
Are we including like books we've read we want to see made?
Absolutely.
Thank you, because there's a lot of books I would like to see made.
All right. Well, then you go ahead and start.
Okay, cool. So, well, I've been reading Feed. We did a podcast back on it when we said Matt Curtis does not read books.
Yeah. What are books? Okay, continue.
Books like the Bible.
Is that a comic book or what is?
Right now I'm just staring at him because he's an idiot.
Yeah, no, I know what books are. I know what the Bible is.
He knows what he is. He's just trying to be an ass.
Yeah, likewise.
So Feed, Beer Grant made a, they call it the Flesh Trilogy, the Flesh Chronicles, or, I don't even know anymore. But
Great
I read
start.
these books a long time ago. There's 3 books. It's The Rising. Is it called The Rising? No,
I haven't read these books,
Feed,
Joel. I don't know.
Feed, Blackout, and Dead Zone.
Okay.
Or Dead. Dude, I am lost.
You are hurting my brain right now.
But these books, they're about... It's a zombie apocalypse happened, right?
Yes.
Right now, the 4th book came out. She released the 4th book, a small little newsvellas in it. And it's really cool because it's like... It happens after the 3rd book.
Okay.
But it's going back to how the Rising started. The Rising is when the
So it's like
zombies...
Fear the Walking Dead.
No, more like how... Story it's almost following World War Z status.
Gotcha.
It's kind of neat.
So you think...
I like that status.
You think the world does not have enough zombie movies. You got to have another zombie movie.
I'm a very big fan of post-apocalyptic scenarios, and until they get it right, I am not going to be happy.
Oh my gosh.
Or at least until I make one, in my theory. So Feed is a story about the fall of the country because of the Rising, because someone decided to create a cure of the cancer and create a cure of the cold, and it was airborne, both the things, and they got more, and they mutated, and then they became the zombie virus. Well, they call it the Kellis-Annenberg virus, which is always everyone's infected, and it can affect you in many different ways, just by touching the blood or even touching it, it could infect you, right? So after society collapsed, the government rebuilt, and the book is about the first presidential election after all that.
Right.
And it's very cool because it's very political. There's zombies, and it's just really neat.
Do zombies get to vote?
No, they don't have the right to vote. That's next month. But I would like to see that movie get made, and I feel like the rights have been bought by a production company.
Sure.
But nothing's been done.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there would be 4 movies, you think, in that situation? Because 4 books?
3.
3 movies.
Three.
Okay.
And Hollywood likes doing things in 3s.
Oh, unless it's really good, then we got to split the last movie into 2-parters.
Now that's the trend right now, right?
Yeah.
Fuck.
So one movie I'd like to see, they did it in the 80s. It was done terribly, but I would like to see an actually really good rendition. I think now the technology is here, and that is He-Man Masters of the Universe. I would like to see
a live action?
Yeah, I'd like to see, and I would like to see it in Eternia. I would like to see Skeletor look like Skeletor, Beastman look like Beastman, Okay. I would actually like, like the technology meets barbarian stuff. I think that would look really cool in this time right now.
I think it would. I'm surprised we don't have a movie like that.
Well, I keep crossing my fingers. They're
slowly destroying your childhood.
They are.
Michael Bay should get a hold of this.
Well, my thought is though that my things that I grew up with are slowly piddling away because we've already started hitting Power Ranger movies, and I feel like
again
once you hit Power Rangers,
we already had Power Ranger movies.
No, my point is once you hit Power Rangers, you've bypassed all the shows I watched as a kid.
No,
like I don't think we're gonna get a Voltron. Do you think we're
gonna
a
live action Voltron?
Yeah, or a Robotech. I heard that. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. And then Voltron, Robotech. It would be cool to see He-Man, Thundercats.
Oh! I doubt you'll see Thundercats. It would be kind of cool to see a proper live action Dragon Ball Z.
Yes, I agree with you.
We'll ignore the one that came out and never
one that's done right. Do you think it'd be weird to see actors playing those characters? Because, they're so stylized.
Well, they, Red Dog, Underdog, some kind of YouTube channel started doing when I showed you the trailer of that. And it was really good, wasn't it?
It was good.
It wasn't bad. As long as they follow the storyline right, you'll accept the characters for who they are.
Right.
And if they do the graphics right and they do it all proper, I think you'll be happy. The problem is Hollywood's gonna be like, well, we gotta create another story. It just can't be the same story. But yes, that's what it can be.
Right.
So
you can tell it in a different light too. You can add to it. Like my wife
add a
and I,
little more girth to it.
my words are difficult.
Matt's married.
Yeah, I'm married. So my wife
child?
and I were talking about Beauty and the Beast, the Disney live action movie they made.
Yes.
We liked that movie because, getting back to the point of do exactly what fans want. Because it had the story of Beauty and the Beast, but what they did is they also incorporated the musical, the animated movie,
right,
and they added elements to the movie in addition to everything we were expecting, so it made it fresh and new. They didn't take anything away, and they didn't change anything. They just added more to the story.
Did you see Jungle Book live action?
I did.
Was it the kind of same thing?
It was.
Because they're making live action to all their original cartoons.
They are.
Like Aladdin's gonna be live action, so is Lion King.
The sad part is with the Jungle Book, that movie's been done like 3 or 4 times over, no joke. And I think Disney's done it at least 2 or 3 times.
Jungle Book's not a Disney thing?
It is a Disney thing, but what I'm saying is they've done it already a couple of times. So it was good. They followed the story. It was. What was nice about that one was it was more. This was the first time the animals looked like real animals and stuff. It looked really kind of.
Okay.
It wasn't like they shot. It's not like they shot an animal yawning and somehow the yawn turns into talking. It was actually really well done. But, anyways, that's that. What do you? Besides the zombie feed, what other?
There is one movie that needs to be made, and the public have been waiting for it for so long, and I do not know why.
Strawberry Shortcake.
Dragging their feet on
Strawberry Shortcake.
Live action Pokemon. No, you fool. Halo.
Oh no! We've talked
we
about
have not done a Halo movie.
We've talked
They tried
about
the
this.
bullshit little clips. They tried the Dawn, and they tried this little
Did
bullshit
you see the
thing.
Netflix thing?
Yeah,
Whatever it was?
Nightfall or whatever.
Terrible.
If the budget of District 9 was supposed to be Halo. If they just fucking went with it and just do The Fall of Reach, that book by Eric Nealon, just freaking do that book. And I guarantee it will be a box office hit.
Alright, let me ask you this. If they did Halo, and Master Chief is obviously in it,
They will not show him.
The face.
Only when as a kid. As soon as he became Master Chief, you'll never see him.
You really think a Hollywood movie, they would not show his face?
They'll tease it.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's great.
There's too many actors with pride these days.
No, everyone else can be the actors, main actors. All the others.
I don't think it's
he's in a squad. He's in Blue Team. He can absolutely. All the other actors can absolutely be famous actors, and that guy can just be a stuntman in Master Chief. You can't show it. I mean, they make teases in the most recent Halos and all that.
Yeah.
But the audience, the crowd, the fans all want a proper Halo movie released in movie theaters.
Do you think its time has passed?
I think
I
matter
feel
what.
like
You do Power Rangers now, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Transformers. The time has not passed. We are still in the age of nostalgia, and people my age will go see it. It will sell.
Well, that's what I'm getting at. I guess it wasn't like the time...
Listen up, Disney. Buy Bungie.
The time has not passed. I think what I'm saying is more of... Is it too little, too late? Like, does it leave a bitter taste in your mouth?
It'll be like, if it's not good...
Yeah, it's just
another
screw up, right?
People will go see it because we're like, finally, the movie's being made, right? That'll be the reaction. The trailer will be great because trailers are always good when you're anticipating something really great, right?
Right.
And if it bombs, that'll be the end. Yeah. Then it's done.
Yeah.
And I feel like they've been slowly teasing it with these shitty little movie clips they have been doing, and the Dawn one, and they did Fall of Reach via comic book stylist, and it was good. The thing is, they just need to produce a real cinematic movie.
Right. Well, talking about video games, obviously a lot of people want to see video games. Like, is Legend of Zelda into a movie?
Legend of Zelda is another one that should be done, and it's tricky with that one because which story do you do? Do you make a new story? Because this is one of those where you could make a new story.
I would say
because every game's a new story.
I would say make a new story.
There's only been a couple that have sequels to it. You could just do Ocarina of Time and go with it.
Yeah.
But it's just you don't. It's a tricky one. but it needs to be done too. I heard actually rumors Netflix was looking into doing TV shows on Netflix.
We may have talked about this, huh?
With Legend of Zelda, and the stock went up a little bit when they were talking about it. So I think Nintendo will do. I think a TV show would be good.
Yeah,
like a Progressing TV show.
That would be cool.
That'd be great.
Yeah, if they actually did it right, that'd be really good.
Yeah,
you're right. It would be better as a TV show.
A lot of things would be better as TV shows.
So getting back to the Halo, it makes me think of Gears of War. I know
Gears of War should be a movie.
Yeah, I
see your fucking characters right there just staring at me.
Yeah, when we
you have sex in here. Do you look at them?
Not all the time.
Okay.
Sometimes, it
creepy.
depends.
I will not have the other sex in here.
So when so basically,
maybe by myself.
The games, all 1, 2, 3. What's cool about Halo does it too a little bit, but it's just basically Master Chief fighting through all this stuff. But with the Gears of War, it really is like a story arc. Is 1, 2, 3? They do feel like movies themselves. The games.
Do they?
And each character progresses, and there's stuff that happens in the third game. If you've grown up enjoying these characters, it pulls on your heartstrings a little bit, and I think it would be a great movie to do. But
you haven't seen Ready Player One yet, have you?
Not yet.
You should see it. There's a lot of nerdy stuff you like at it. Of course, when the guy said, I choose Gundam, my heart beat. I'm like, oh, he's going to choose Gundam Wing. When then the original Gundam came out, the ARC's 78. I'm like, get out of here.
That's awesome.
That is badass. So I was excited. But in that, I bring it up because you got Gears of War. One of the guns he creates in the game is one of the Gears of War guns, the Saw guns. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Who's going to know that, the obscure
like
reference?
20 years from now?
Yeah, no, not even that. Like, people now, like, who knows what Gears of War? Not many people do. Do people? Is Gears of War that popular?
I think so. And
do you think it would sell?
I think
as a movie?
Well, it's interesting you bring that up because, Ready Player One, that's catering to everyone that plays video games, past, present,
sort of, but
future.
Gundam was such an obscure thing.
There's
so many people who were there who didn't know it. Gundam Wing, people know. Gundam Seed, people know. But the original Gundam, 007-9, hiccup. No one knows. Yeah,
but that sounds cool to me, though, that they did do that. It shows some pop culture references. Because a movie like that, what you could do is, if you didn't know what it was, it sparks your interest, you go and research it, and then you might discover a new thing that you love, Like, I've been going back and watching a bunch of old anime stuff, because I got hooked on anime.
Gargantuan?
Yeah.
Gross.
No, you know what? It's because that's what started it all.
It did.
It's what started it all. And I'm curious to see how it plays out.
I have ADD. I don't want to.
No, that's cool. I like old school stuff sometimes. I like to watch it. Okay, so we've talked about a lot of video game characters. We talked about a zombie trilogy. We talked about basically all 80s pop culture cartoon shows that we've wanted to make.
No, there's... Yeah.
What else? What other movies can you think of? Was there other...
Can we talk about a movie they should remake?
Go for it. Or, well, let's not say remake. Let's say a movie... We're saying it's movies we want to see. So
I would love for them to make a proper Full Metal Alchemist movie. They made a live-action movie, one of it.
Okay.
And it was mediocre
at best.
And, the graphics and everything were pretty good. The Japanese tried to make it. I feel like if America did it, would be better. Only because I know they use Japanese actors. It's a Japanese anime. I get it. But Full Metal Alchemist, the characters are based off German... blonde hair, blue-eyed characters. There's no Japanese guy like that.
Right.
So, if they got someone who was more, that looked like the character, I would have been brought in more. There were some things they did right. They did Rurouni Kenshin.
Yep.
And Rurouni Kenshin was actually really good. They had 3 movies of it.
It
was actually really good.
Live action?
Yeah, it was great.
I did not know that.
So if they did better live action Full Metal, I'd be happy. Better Dragon Ball Z. We talked about that.
Anything else?
Better Spider-Man movie.
Oh, man, I know. Spider-Man. They're getting better, I think.
Better Star Wars.
Actually, I would. I would like to see a Spider-Man. I think we talked about this a lot. Well, Spider-Man's been on the brain last couple podcasts, but...
Fuck.
I would love to see Spider-Verse. I think that story arc was really good. To get all the different spiders together.
We'll see what that animated feature they're going to do.
Yeah, that just... I don't know how I feel about it. Like, it has a lot of potential. It looks really interesting.
You don't like the animation style?
No, it's not the animation. The animation style is cool, but it also feels like... I don't know how to describe it, like an animated comic. Does that make sense?
They're probably going for that feel, yeah.
It doesn't feel like like if they kept that style, but actually it was fluid, it wouldn't bother me as much. But it literally almost looks like stop motion at certain moments. Does that make sense? Like when he's moving, then it kind of just ticks almost. And then
I don't know. I'd have to watch it when it finally comes out. You know what other movie, Marvel-wise, should be recreated and better and just be all around the best movie in the world if they would do it?
Punisher?
Weapon X.
Oh, don't get me started. We've talked about
Weapon
X-Men too
X.
much. Yes, I know.
We've probably talked about this in the past in the books and how it should be a movie, but it absolutely should be a movie. Follow the fucking book, the comics, like origins. Who cares where Wolverine came from? People want to see Weapon X.
Yeah.
And that can be a whole movie. How they got him, how they experimented on him, how they implanted the adamantium, and how he escaped.
Right.
What a great movie that would be.
Well, we've seen all of that.
Sort of.
Like, if you cut all those scenes out in all the movies,
they belittled it in Origins.
you could probably have a 20-minute
awful.
short story in there.
It doesn't even make sense to you. You see Origins, you see it happen. He's in there for 20 seconds. He leaves because he gets the adamantium, and then they make jokes about how shitty CGI and all that. And then you see the not First Class. What was the second one or third one?
Well, X-Men 3?
Where they end up going to where Weapon X is, and she says, it feels like there's a beast in here, and she releases him, and he's finally wearing the whole Weapon X outfit.
It was the first one.
And you're like, oh my god, he's finally wearing it, and people were all excited. I'm like, that was just a jerk off to the fans.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I know. Well, alright, well, I'm trying to veer away from X-Men, because that's just a sore subject as a whole.
What other movie? Would you want to see Mario Brothers again live action?
Redone? Would you want to see it live action, or would you want to see a really cool CGI movie?
Live action.
Think so?
Maybe. They're getting really good at live action. I don't know. It just goes back to Legend of Zelda. I want to see something that makes me feel.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me feel tingly and twingly inside. Be great.
Gotcha. You know, it'd be a good movie is Star Fox. I'm being serious. Like if you CGI'd them properly, they look badass.
They
like Rocket,
do.
like Rocket and Guardians of the Galaxy. If they looked like that, but they were, Star Fox.
Could you actually imagine a television series, not a television series, but a Netflix original series of like Mario Brothers, Zelda, Star Fox, Donkey Kong, and just fucking do it?
Oh,
how cool would that be?
Yeah.
Netflix, listen up.
Yeah.
Even Sonic the Hedgehog on that.
Yeah. That reminds me too. Disney's already kind of doing it a little bit with the.
Yeah, with Marvel.
Well, no, I was gonna say DuckTales. They rebooted DuckTales, the cartoon, and this time I actually thought about it for a long time. I think it would have been really cool is if they made a modern day. I don't know what I would have called it, but basically my idea was if you did a CGI movie that incorporated all those characters from our 80s past, so it would be all the DuckTales characters, Darkwing Duck characters, Tailspin characters. Made a movie with all of them because technically they're different cities. So they have the potential.
Well, Launchpad gets fired, I guess, from one place and goes to the other.
Right, so they have the potential for these characters to intertwine. I think it'd be actually really cool to have those characters in a CGI movie where they, let's say Launchpad's plane crashes, they gotta hire somebody. They go hire Blue into some CGI movie and do some epic story. It'd be cool to see something like that. That'd be something different. I don't know. Anything else?
It's a good question. There are probably a few other things I would love to see made, of course.
My problem is I'm trying really hard not to talk about comics because they're making comics right now.
They are. And Disney's slaying at it right now.
You know what, Disney, if they were smart, they're dropping the ball on Star Wars a lot. But
God. Nobody cares.
Everybody cares.
There's no Star Wars fan listens to this podcast.
Oh, that's not true. There's a lot of Star Wars fans.
If you are a fan of Star Wars, comment on Facebook page.
Oh, yeah. Lots of it. But if Disney was smart, you know what they did? Because they're trying to do live action shows.
Yeah.
There's a series of books, and they're called X-Wing Rogue Squadron.
Okay.
And it's mostly about...
Sell it to me.
It's mostly about the fighter pilots.
Throw me the ball.
So the fighter pilots go through a whole lot of adventures. Yeah? It's just them.
Adventures.
There's no main characters outside of maybe Wedge Antilles.
Did they try that with Rogue One?
No. That's what I'm saying. These guys are just literally the Rogue Squadron, elite group of fighter pilots, and that's all it's about.
Kind of explore the universe a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, some of the stories they're the ones that are hired to go find the new rebel bases. They're the ones that go into enemy territory to check things out. Stuff happens. I just thought that way you don't take essential characters that really matter, and you can have new characters, and you can still have the worlds, and you can still have the stormtroopers, and you can still have all this amazing stuff. You can have space battles. Everybody loves the space battles in Star Wars. You can have all of that, and it wouldn't be disappointing because you're creating it from scratch. They created that cartoon, The Resistance, whatever it is, and it's not doing too well. But that would be something cool, but that would be more of a TV show than a movie, I think. That would be another one that's like, hey, Netflix, why don't you hop on board with Disney and see what happens? It'd be kind of cool to see.
So, to finish out this lovely conversation we've been having.
Yep.
We're gonna break away from movies that have comics and video games and all that. There's a movie I would love to see created.
Okay.
I actually would love to write the script to it. So I'm gonna announce one of my ideas to the world.
I think that's a terrible idea.
You think so?
Absolutely.
You think I should keep this in?
When
I shouldn't talk
as
about
people
it?
that work in the business, you should know you shouldn't be just
I
spitting
would
it
love
out
to
there.
see it be made.
You got to clear it to your agents and everything else
Oh.
before you do this stuff. Don't be dumb. Come on.
That's a great story.
He's been drinking, guys. I can't let him do that. I'm not gonna let him do it.
I can't tell the story?
No, it's a good story, and I don't want you to say it.
No,
now.
it's a different story.
No, it's not. You're so full of shit.
No, it's a different one.
I am trying to protect you.
I'm not talking about the...
All right, let's just stick to. I don't want.
I just want to talk about one movie that I'd be great to see. I'm probably not going to write the script to this one. Can I just write? I have multiple ideas.
You're probably not. Well, you're not going to be able to after this.
All right. It's called Everyone Gets One Miracle.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, see, it's not what you thought
No,
I was
no,
going to say.
I'm going to be a dick.
You like the one I had earlier, right? The one I'm actually writing, right?
I'm going to be a dick
You
to
like the one I'm writing, right?
Yeah, it's fine, whatever.
Okay, thank you. Shut up, you do like it.
I'm going to be a dick to you now. And be like you and my roast squadron. Okay, pitch it. What you got?
Right,
Spit it out. Blah, 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 blah.
You ready? I'm
Yeah.
going to pitch it. I'm going to get my sweatshirt off and get this pitch.
Oh, you're getting real, man.
I got to get real.
Look at this.
Can't
All
hide
right.
there.
Are you going to play music as you pitch it and, dance around? Oh, my gosh. You got to stop drinking before we do these things. All right, let's go. What do you got?
So everybody gets one miracle, right?
Okay, yes.
But you do not know you get this miracle. How many times have you gone into the
Like
restroom?
I wish I had more cream in my coffee.
Yes,
and that's
or-
it. I blew my miracle.
Exactly. Or you're taking a shit and you're like, please God, let me get through this one last time. Have you done that? Have you taken a shit where you thought, or you're throwing up and you're just like, I need to do this, right? Right? So everybody gets, so it starts out with that premise, right? Everyone gets one miracle. You get one miracle in life. God
Yes.
bless you with one miracle.
Okay, yes,
You
but
may
we
have
don't
blown
know about it.
You've probably blown it early on in your life.
We would. Every
You've blown
human
it,
would.
But one person doesn't
Because they
use it.
have awareness to it?
figured it out somehow.
Okay, alright.
They probably witnessed something where someone wished for something and it came true, and he witnessed it multiple times. Someone in the world would see that, right?
Right, sure, I
and
guess.
then he goes his whole
Pick it
life
up.
thinking the story's about like he has this miracle that he could use. He's waiting for the right time to use it. He goes through turmoil and all this, and no, it's not the time to use it. And then there could be a twist at the end. I haven't filled it in. The twist
That he's
could be,
the only human that doesn't have a miracle?
or he already used it, he didn't know, and it goes to, like on his deathbed or something, he's like, oh, I should use the miracle, and then it goes back, and he goes, and it shows a flashback of him using the miracle, and it goes,
Like when he
already-
was drunk or
Yeah.
talking in his sleep or
or
something?
when he was like 2 years old and he did it, like something like that, and he
That
didn't
sounds
get to use
terrible.
it. Or the movie ends with him saving someone's life because he was able to use his miracle for that. It can go either way.
Right. Does that reboot the miracle for that person that saved his life?
No,
Okay.
you don't reboot miracles. Once you use your miracle, it's over.
Well, if you save someone's life, then they get a second chance at life. Did they get the miracle? And it carries on the tradition?
No, only when you're born you get one miracle and that's it. Not if you use it on someone.
Would you call the movie Miracle?
Isn't there already a movie called Miracle?
Yeah, there is. That's why I was asking.
No.
Okay.
I would call it Everybody Gets One.
Everybody gets one.
You get one.
You get one. You get one.
You get one.
I like it. You get one. Coming to theaters this Christmas.
But I mean, it's a pretty cool premise. I mean, I think it'd be a cool idea. I don't know what would ensue would happen, but that's the plot
Right.
of what would happen, and I haven't created anything beyond that. I mean, I come up with ideas of movies. I mean, another movie idea I actually thought would be kind of cool to watch is everyone, if you're from California,
Yes.
you hate the 405. You hate traffic.
What?
You know, the
I love
405
the
is like, the
405.
joke is 4 to 5 hours to wherever you want to go.
The
You know,
110.
The 101 is always jammed.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful. I
So-
love all those roads.
So the story would be based off of multiple people's stories. They're all comedians stuck in cars trying to get to work.
You mean like comedians in cars on Netflix?
No, more like a comedian's like it's a comedian actor.
Yes.
There's multiple of them throughout the city,
Okay.
and they're all just trying to get to work. It's about their morning commute, and they're just stuck in traffic.
They're just the whole movie's about
and the
them
whole
stuck
of
in
them,
traffic.
either there's one that has anger issues and he's just
Yeah.
getting mad about changing, trying to get through the traffic. There's
Yeah.
one that's like the lane changer. He's like, oh, I got this, and he keeps changing lanes. There's the pacifist, like, I'm gonna let you pass by me. It's okay. And just a whole movie about it based on like these stories changing,
Yeah.
but they somehow intermingle somehow. They all they work in the same place maybe.
Gotcha.
And at the end of the movie, they all make it there, and it's like it's an hour and a half long movie.
And then they have to go home because the day's
And then like
over.
the day's over, the day ends, and they go home, and it's the same thing.
Would
back
that be
home.
Traffic 2?
No, it'd just be like everyone gets in their cars. You get in the cars. Here we
Traffic
go.
1.
And you get back in
On
traffic.
to work.
Come on, how funny was
Traffic
that?
2. The Road Home.
The road home. See, you already
Traffic 3.
Pitched, swung,
Yeah.
and home run. It's out of here.
It's out of here.
Come on.
That was
Those are
pretty
pretty
good.
neat movies.
Yeah, it's good. No,
I'm not going to talk about the 2 movies I really want to write on.
Please don't. I wish
They're
you
really
would.
good.
Yeah.
It's one's World War II and one's really old. They're
Yeah.
both historic, actually.
I know,
Those are
I know.
historic movies.
Well, that was good. So we're still a bunch of nerds. We still want to see movies from our childhood.
Hell
So,
yeah!
So that was
One
good.
day.
Do you have anything else? Any final thought?
No, those are my 2 movie pitches. If someone hears it, it's creative licensing. If you want to talk to me about it, give me a call.
Yeah, any other
know where to get me.
any other producer, stop on by, give us a
I love
line.
the chit chat. I
Yeah.
have more details on these.
We love that money.
Love that money.
All right.
Please send us money.
So that's it for today. So thank you for listening to Entertainment Banter. I am Matt.
And I'm Joel. And I'm done.
If you enjoyed that one, you're going to enjoy this one.